Right now, the Literacy Network in Madison has lost roughly 1/3 of the federal funding that supports its citizenship program.
The nonprofit said the Department of Homeland Security abruptly took away a grant last month. Our Tanisha Shaw talked to organizers about how the program will be changed.
A lack of care and the dismissiveness for our students as though they're not full people.
The Literacy Network helps people with permanent resident cards, better known as green cards, study for their citizenship test.
I think we are in a family. Everything is, and the teacher, tutor, is very good. And everything is free. We don't pay anything.
Daniel Godo passed his test in January, but he still visits the center regularly to give back.
I want to give back what I learned here. I want to give back for other people who want to apply for citizenship.
The Literacy Network now has to change the way they help their students. In late March, the Department of Homeland Security said they would no longer provide federal funding for the organization.
Is that it no longer fits the goals and priorities of the Department of Homeland Security. So we, of course, were dismayed, not entirely surprised how quickly they cut the grant and that it was in the middle of classes.
Robin Ryan is the executive director of the nonprofit and says despite the setback, classes will remain in session.
We will have to retract. We won't be able to keep growing. We will have to go back to the size of the program we had before, but we're not going to stop serving the students.
Students and instructors told me that the test is hard. Students said they studied for at least 2 semesters before taking the test, and most Americans born here in the U.S. wouldn't even pass the test on their first try.
You have to study. Probably a lot of people who were born and raised in the U.S. would not pass the citizenship test. Yeah, you need to know your civics, you need to know history, and you need to be able to communicate with somebody. It's not multiple choice. You need to answer one-on-one in an interview in English.
Now, Ryan is working to object the funding termination.
There is a provision that says you may object. So we are definitely going to object, and we're going to work with others in the community who are in some similar situations.
Reporting in Madison, Tanisha Shaw, News 3 Now.